Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're going to start today's episode by harvesting the grapes. And just to begin with, whilst I do this, I want to very quickly explain again the reason for not getting that big case tractor. Now, I think there's been a bit of confusion, because there was an episode where I said, should we get it? There wasn't a vote or anything, I just wanted to have some comments, and I got loads of comments. Plenty for and plenty for against, and I just read all of them, as many as I could, before I recorded the next video, and decided that I didn't want to have it. I didn't want to get it because, the against comments spoke more strongly. Like, the main reasons for getting it was because it was a good deal, and we could get work done quicker. But then the against comments made some very good points, like, we'd then have to buy loads and loads of super big equipment to match it, because what we have currently, the John Deere can pull easily. And then also, the case tractor is so big that for this little piece of land here, which is the majority of our land, it just seems over the top massively. So I stuck with my decision for not getting it. But like I said in the previous episode, when I said I wasn't getting it, I'm still very happy to try it out. So we can get it from the dealership, like for a day, and experience it. So hopefully that has clarified a few things. Yeah, when I say should we get it, I really am just looking for opinions. I'm not looking for a definitive answer. I don't want to go on about it too much, but I can remember there was a comment which said something along the lines of it just being ridiculous that I decided to go with putting the money towards productions instead of a bigger tractor. And really, I think, well, productions will be more interesting long term. It opens up a lot of gameplay, and yeah, I think the productions are a better way of spending the money currently. So speaking of productions, we're going to get one today, but it is going to open up a little bit of an issue. There is a dairy on the map, and we can make cheese and we can make butter, I think, and yeah, this is obviously really good because we have milk, but I don't think the one which is integrated into the map can produce chocolate, whereas the one which we can place can do all three. I believe it has the chocolatier integrated into it. So we're just going to have to not do the chocolate for now. But that's fine because we need to refine the sugar anyway. We can still refine sugar in preparation. Still going to put the sugar beet in. Although if the prices are exactly the same, I could see if we've got a piece of land to build it on, because then we're essentially buying the same place twice, which wouldn't be a wise idea. Almost full, so when I get to the end of here, I am going to unload into the trailer. This time it was fertilised twice, so we will have just more than a full trailer load. If that other trailer pops up again, I don't know if I would be inclined to buy it, because I'm not really willing to put more money into the grapes. We're going to put more money into the olives instead. But it would be nice to have the bigger grape trailer, since we have to keep transporting just a few percent in the second trailer load. It barely fills it. Anyway, there we go, 99%. We almost got to the end. Just park it over here ready. Position the trailer just there. And that'll probably fill the trailer about 50 to 60%, I think it tends to be. And we've got about half left to go. Yeah, I think it does it. It fills the trailer just over 50%, which is why we overflow. It's got a few grapes left there. Now, I don't know if the olives were ready. I don't think they were, but even if they are, I'm not harvesting them today. The plan is to do them in the next episode, which will still be in October. I'm actually looking to do that grass because we've grown the grass in field number 23. It is October, and I'm still wanting to get some hay off it, so yeah, really leaving it late. Hopefully it's grown. I think I drilled it in August, so it should have done. But I've just finished this to begin with. We'll head over to the grape processing factory. We can start the production, and then we can move on. Okay, we're almost here, and as it turns out, we didn't even get a full trailer. Now, I'm pretty sure that I did fertilise that twice. Without looking back, I can't remember exactly, but I did the first one with the spreader, and then I must have done it with the sprayer. So, I don't know, maybe the vines have less yield each harvest as they get older, I don't know. Anyway, let's just tip what we have into here. Still pretty good, 5,200 litres. There we go. And the production can be started. I'm going to keep this over here. It doesn't take too long to produce the raisins and the grape juice. There we go. Which door is it? This door here. We already do have some raisins in storage. So there we go. That'll be done fairly soon. Right, so next up, as I said, the dairy. I would love to get it. It would be so nice to sell some milk, or take some milk to there and start producing different products. Where is it? Here's the cheese dairy, with some delicious cheese on show. Looking very nice. Quite cheesy. And that is £50,000, so that isn't too bad actually. Let's see here. It's pretty local. This dairy, which can also produce chocolate, is £70,000. We would of course need to have some land to place it on. So yeah, there's a bit of a saving there. We could just go for the cheese. And this place probably does do butter as well. So I'm going to buy it. We can now take a look in here. Yeah, it does do butter as well. So yeah, I think that's good. So you are still paying £20,000 more for the privilege of making chocolate. Don't know if there's a chocolatier on this map as well. Can't remember. I think there is. Anyway, yes. The focus was cheese anyway. So we shall get some delivered. I need to get my tanker. If we just go into the lorry, which is just here. Actually, this trailer is going to be needed here for the sunflowers, so we'll keep it. Keep it parked there. I will head back to the farm. We'll get the tanker on the back. If it has water in it, which I think it does, I will try and empty it into the greenhouses, but they were recently done, so I think if I reset the tanker, that should empty it. Pretty much full. Yep, so that trough is full. The greenhouses really just need a top up. Quite a bit. And for this one, just put a bit more in. There we go. Right. So I don't know if there is a way of emptying it. Just run. I don't think you can. So I will just reset it. Should be able to find it on here. There it is. It was hiding behind the lorry. And yes, we should see that that is now completely empty. Fairly sure that trick does work. Don't think you can reset something and keep the contents, which is potentially a bad thing, but yeah, there we go. Very handy in this case. So let's go and fill it up with milk, and then we'll be going over to the cheesery, also known as a cheese dairy. So I think this is probably where we fill from. Let's see if we can get. There we go. So it's filling the tanker up. Can you see inside? No. I don't actually know how much I've got exactly, but it's looking promising. This is a big tanker. 67%. That's going to be quite a bit. So we don't have to have cheese and butter, I don't think, but I would quite like to. Since we are producing milk fairly quickly, it would be good to have two productions. I was just doing a quick test because I saw a really good comment. Seems like there is a lot of truth in it. So, you know, I was talking about the hopping. This axle kept hopping up. I was told that if you switch on the trailer fill limit, it stops doing it. And, well, I just did it, and it doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. So that's brilliant. Unfortunately, I can't remember who said it, but thank you to the person that did say it. Very much appreciated. Just spin round. Let's just keep spinning around in circles. Yeah, if you comment again, I will pin your comment. I will obviously check and see if it was actually you, though. Don't want to be pinning the wrong person. It was a few episodes back. So there we go. Let's go into there. Quite a bit. So that should be enough to start the productions. Looks like they've automatically started. Looking good. We already have a litre of butter. Okay, yeah, since we're in the place, I can keep my lorry here. I think I will do. This must be where the pallets are going to spawn. I like that panoramic, really good. And we have our cheese on display. It's making me hungry. Yep, 2 litres of both. Really good. So price-wise, for butter and for cheese, what can we get? It looks like cheese is around £6,000 for 1,000 litres, and butter is considerably less, but then it might be produced faster, using less milk. I didn't actually study that. 3 litres of milk to 2 litres of cheese. Okay, so yeah, looks like you can make much more butter. 15 litres will produce 13 litres of butter, whereas 15 litres here will not make 13 litres of cheese. And now into the John Deere. So, yeah, I'm going to go up there just expecting it to be ready. It must be ready. It must be ready to cut. We do have a very small piece of grass left over here, what the worker didn't cultivate. So yeah, I will get that as well. And the fact that that is ready to cut really does just make me think that everything is going to be ready to cut. But this is going to bring in quite a bit of hay. This is going to be the hay for the sheep and for the cows' mixtures over the winter. But if we have loads and loads, I can sell some and replace some with chicken feed. Because we never did get a field ready to harvest with chicken feed. Still looking to buy 42 and still looking to sell 23. I should really look and see if the worker has done anything. Or the farmer, I should say, not the worker. The farmer in 42. I don't think so. It's fully fertilised, but it's not been drilled, which is interesting. 42. Still nothing in 42. It looks like it's probably going to be left empty then. Maybe it'll be drilled in the spring with corn or something. Yeah, they might plant corn or potatoes, sugar beets, anything like that. But here we are. We approach our field, which won't be our field for much longer. Is that fully grown? You can see the meadow grass is very different to what we've actually drilled. Okay, I don't think it's fully grown, but it is long enough. And we can't really wait any longer because it's going to be November. So, yeah, making hay in November is not really what you tend to do. Yep, that is long enough to cut, so that's good. And we'll cut that area as well. Should be pretty good. And within this same in-game day, we have to make all the hay, and we have to sort out all of the olives. Okay, that's not cutting because that is a public area. Must be outside the field boundaries, which is actually not really a good thing to do, as I found out, because if you do it and it actually is dropping the grass, you can never pick it up. So it just leaves a bit of a mess. So I don't know how much of this we're going to get, but obviously everything where we've drilled, we'll be able to get it. Looks neater when you first cut it, it's just, yeah, afterwards, when you're trying to pick it up. I think I'm going to do this area first and then move on to the meadow. Right, okay, so we are pretty much done. I do just need to go and cut that very insignificant area near to the cows, and then it probably would be a good idea to get it tedded today, because then we can just get straight in with the windrower and the baler in the next episode. Although I'll probably, what I'll do is I will ted it today, I'll then windrow it in the next episode, we can then harvest the olives, then come back and do the baling. Just splits things up a bit, mixes it up. And also, yeah, we can get the olives processing as well. And the difference as well this year is we can take the olives straight to the factory. I think it was last year I had to keep them in the trailer, which, yeah, wasn't great for freshness. Okay, so fold that rear mower up. There we go. Probably helps if you lift the front one too. I do like the animation of the material blowing around in the wind. It was very rigid in the previous games. This is going to be the beet field. I think it's going to be beet in every field except for one, which will have to be something that the chickens can eat. Well, if we're going to do it in the spring, it's going to have to be sorghum. So it could be sorghum. And I do need to get the cultivator in here once we've done this to extend the sugar beet field. That's an awkward area. I might extend the yard into there, potentially. There's a few more things that need to be done. Even with a combine, getting into there is going to be really difficult. Or it could just stay as grass. I'm quite happy with the layout of the yard. The shape of the hedge is unique. It's so much more interesting than if it was just a long straight line. So, I don't know. Anyway, there we go. That's good enough. Just getting a bit of extra off it. Another production I need to get is the one which can do the fabric. I think it's probably the spinnery. But there we go, park that there for now, into this tractor, because my tedder, I think I left it in the undergrowth. I left it under a tree. So I'll have to retrieve it. Good supply of bales. Each time I bring something back now, it can probably be taken to the shed here. The shed here is more for equipment required for the cows, but I can put, like, the tedder can go into there afterwards. And since we have the money available, is it time that we upgraded the tedder? Because 42 eventually, when we own it, will be turned into a grass field. Do we have any deals on? Whoa, that is the bigger grape trailer that I was talking about. That is spooky. That is so spooky. 62%. Okay, so I didn't want to put any more money into it. Actually, on this time we didn't even fill the small trailer. But yeah, more than anything, that is spooky. I will take this over to the store. We will upgrade it. I think it's time it was replaced. I think I have the same tether on Carmson. So yeah, repair that. Does that put the price up if a repaint? 8877. Yeah, it does. Probably just replace it. It gives us the money back that we spent. So yeah, that's good. Now back into the tether section. This one. Very nice. What an upgrade. I honestly had no idea that bigger trailer was in the sale. I knew it had been in before, but the fact that it's turned up again when I was talking about it, that is weird. Somebody must be listening to me. Should make short work of this. Does that unfold again? I think it does. Whoa. What an upgrade. Requires 100 horsepower, so we should be okay. Wow. But if you were to put this into a big field, like the biggest field on this map, 26, it would look so small, and it would still take so long to do the work. I notice it is missing a few pieces. I think though, when we do windrow, it should incorporate those bits into it. Wow, look at that, the amount that it's flinging. So high as well. That's just satisfying to watch. Wow. So yeah, I'm going to just do it all as one field now. It's a big load. I think it was time. It was definitely time to get this. Be very handy in 42. By the look of it, we're not going to be waiting until a new crop is put in, but we do have the advantage of it being fully fertilised. So all I have to do is just grow some grass and we've got a perfect field. And we conclude this video over here. Yeah, I've never been able to get a tether or a windrower into that bit behind the manure storage point. This is going to be close. Not quite. We almost made it round. Just the odd piece, although it is missing bits anyway. Lots of manure. We will be using it, but obviously not on 42. I could actually use it on this field here. The one which we've cultivated already, because we need to spread the manure obviously before we start putting a crop in. So I could put it on now and then next year put the sugar beet in. Anyway, yeah, let me just put this into the shed. We already have a bale shredder in here. And we can get those bales made tomorrow. Along with the olives. Before I finish, I want to go back over to the dairy just to see how the cheese is getting on. Should be able to teleport to it. That is, if I have the correct markers enabled. There we go. Okay, we do have the lorry there, of course. So, obviously not 1,000 litres yet. We have to have at least 1,000 litres for a pallet to spawn. 106 for butter, 81 for cheese, and still loads and loads of milk in there. So, it's going to turn out alright. We're going to get quite a bit. Quite a few products. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.